Now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Well, thank you, Jerome. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show, The Melting Pat. Thank you for being here. Patrons got a nice bonus, some weird advice I saw on Twitter a little while ago and decided I want to talk about it and talk about how bad it is. So sign up for that, $5 a month, patreon.com/themeltingpat. Let me know what's up, all right? Let me know what you want to see. Although there's no video today, my camera's not working. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I'm not very tech savvy, so if anybody knows how to fix my webcam, somebody let me know. All right, today on the show, we're gonna get mad because I'm gonna be an old man basically. My phone updated itself, and I'm upset about it because I'm again not tech savvy. So we'll talk about that. I watched a movie that I've wanted to see for a while, and it was leaving Netflix, and so I decided I needed to see it, and I did. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We got a couple of sports things. We had our question, the best conversation you've ever heard. We got one answer, but I love it. I really do. And a couple sports things. Phillies are hot. Love it. Even though today for me is Wednesday, who knows what's going to happen between now and then. And that's it, right? I think so. It might be a little quicker show. Not a lot going on. Kids running around. He falls. He hurts himself. We pick him up, and then he runs around. His new thing, he runs around in circles. He chases his shadow around. He runs around in circles, and then gets really dizzy, and then stumbles around. And it's funny until he falls and hits something, and that sucks. But like for that moment when he's spinning around laughing to himself, and then he stumbles away giggling, it's funny. And then it's not funny because he falls. But wait, is that still funny? Kids falling's funny, right? I mean, he's fine. Like, he doesn't break anything. He's all right. Is that... No? All right. There's the kiddo update. Melting Bebe, as some people like to call him. There's that. Running around, sleeping more often. That's good. So we'll see what happens with all the fun stuff. I don't know, man. It's been fun. It's insane. Being a dad's crazy. We've talked about it. Oh, hold on one second. It's telling me I should stop. Wait, so again, I'm recording on Soundtrap today. To avoid losing material, we recommend you stop and save your work when recording more than 15 minutes. All right, hold on. And we're back. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. So, did I mention this? I don't remember. I'm recording in Soundtrap today because nothing's working. And it gave me a little pop-up like, hey, stop every 15 minutes to avoid losing your work. I'm like, man, that's actually a really good... Like, that's a good barometer for me to be able to edit this show. Like, if I can edit this show in 15-minute chunks, how much faster would that be? I don't know. It's certainly less overwhelming than having to edit like a 48-minute thing, right? And it is recording all the stuff, by the way. So usually when I record, I'll do it on Audacity or wherever, and I can see the waveforms going, so I know I'm recording. But Soundtrap doesn't do that. But then as soon as I hit stop, the waveforms came up, so I can see that that this is all being heard. So that's helpful. I just hope the right microphone is being picked up here. It is, right? Yeah. Okay, great. Imagine the first 15, 16 minutes of the show was recorded on my webcam mic. No, wait, that's not working, so it wouldn't. Okay. Pat, no one cares. You're right, but that's kind of what this show becomes, right? I see random things, and all of a sudden, we're back to this. All right, anyway, where was I? Okay, so on the show today, I think I mentioned already, yeah, we're getting mad. We got some sports stuff, a random movie. We had a question. But the first thing we're doing today, again, well, patrons have already had, a 10-minute bonus or so. But for the rest of you, this is kind of I told a little story there. How about that? We got a song from our friends Perenna. Perenna, dude, where they from up there, dude? Kid, they from Woburn? No, they're not from Woburn, that kid. No, imagine they are, or even worse, if they're not from there, and that's a crappy neighborhood to them. I don't mean to offend you. But anyway, shout out to Nico from Your Favorite Summer, who said, I don't remember how this came up. Oh, no, I tweeted about, hey, here are all the bands I'll be playing on the show over the next few weeks. And Nico tagged 5 more. So Pirena was one of them. So I put them on when I had the kid with me in my lap. And he perked up when this song came on. So I said, all right, we made our decision. So, PerennaOfficial.com. Let me spell it for you. P-E-R-E-N-N-A official.com. It's where you find more from them. .com. Is that better? It was a little flat. PerennaOfficial.com. That's even worse, man. Man, can you just quit while you're behind? You're right. You are right. Oh, boy. I don't know. Anywho, PerennaOfficial.com. Their latest record, it's called Muses. You can get it on Bandcamp. You can probably get it other places, but I got it on Bandcamp, and it's really good. I love it. And so we're playing the first track from it. Again, PerennaOfficial.com. And thanks to Nico from Your Favorite Summer for turning me on to this band. It's pretty awesome. Love it. This track. Why? What am I doing? I don't know. Pirena is the band. The song, Here Comes the Weather. It's the Melting Pat. We're coming right back. And there you have it, our friends, Perenna, our new friends. Thank you very much. Their record, Muses, M-U-S-E-S. It is out now. That song is called Here Comes the Weather. PerennaOfficial.com for more from them. Thank you so much. Shout out again to Nico from Your Favorite Summer for turning me on to those guys and let me know what's what. So there you go, PerennaOfficial.com. Is that all right? Does that work? Yeah? Perenna. Here comes the weather. Muses, out now. There you go. Do the stuff. Thank you very much. All right. There were a couple ways I could have gone with that, and I don't know that I picked the best one. But I tried the turntable scratching going on there. Maybe that's all digital now. I don't know. But I appreciate it nonetheless. There we are. PerennaOfficial.com. All right. So let's get into something here. I want to... oh, hold on. It's going to tell me to stop again soon. All right. I've mentioned I'm not tech savvy several times on the show. Anytime some kind of issue pops up with my phone or my computer or whatever, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix anything. It's bad. It's really, I should learn how to do this. I should learn how to figure these things out, but I don't, and it's really bothersome. But anyway, I went out, it's an old man rant, if you don't know. It's an old man pet peeve. So I went out to cut the grass the other day, and I left my phone inside to charge, as I often do, because I don't need it when I'm out there. I'm not talking to anybody. I got no music on, because my weed whacker battery only lasts about 22 minutes or so. And I'm like, all right, well, I can't mess around with all the stuff, like any music or anything, because I need the time for the battery. So I go out, I get as much done as possible, and that's that. So I go out there, I do what I need to do. I come back in, and I had to reboot my phone because of an update. And I had no idea this was happening. And I was like, all right, well, like I'm given no other options. Like I can't skip it. It's already happened. So, because sometimes when your phone wants to update, it'll be like, hey, we're going to update, we got to do an update for your software or whatever. And, we'll do it now, do it after 2 a.m. or like remind me later or whatever. So this didn't come up, and I was like, all right, well, fine, sure, nothing I could do. Just let me look at my phone and stuff. Let me just answer a text or whatever. So no clues is going on. So now a bunch of little cosmetic things have changed. Well, first of all, they turned off all my notifications. And every single one for every app that I had. Messages from all over the place, phone calls, any voicemails, anything. Gone. No notifications at all. I'm like, all right, well, I need some of them, right? I have to have some notifications for stuff. And so I went back in. I was able to turn on most of those. But now I'm looking, and a bunch of little, like I said, little cosmetic things. My color scheme changed. Things are not in the right place. I have a bunch of apps, and you can group them in a little tab. And when you open it up, usually the apps were on the bottom. Now they're on the top. And I don't know how to change that. And just little, it's not things I should really be upset about. I'm sure I'll get used to it in a day or two. But it's a new phone, and I don't know. I can't change the stuff. I just gotten used to the stuff on there, and I can't change it back to what it was. And it's just little dumb like that it just bothers me. It bothers me. That's all. I'm bothered. And I don't know. I think that what bugs me is, well, first, I can't change it back. And second of all, I was not notified this was going to happen. So I wasn't you can they're going to run an update, and things are going to change cosmetically probably. And where things are, they're going to change probably. And I'm like, all right, fine. You can be ready for that and kind of get used to it sooner, quicker. I didn't have that option. So I don't know. Updating software, fine. You got to do it, I guess. But just changing stuff because what the hell are you doing? I don't know. I just, all right. Just get off my lawn. All right. Get off my damn lawn, you jerks. Oh my gosh. There you go. Quick little pet peeve for you. Just my phone. I don't know. You get used to a new phone, and then they change stuff all over again. It just bothers me. All right. So there you go. Anybody else get mad about this, or am I just a dope? All right. So yeah, my phone updated, and I didn't know about it. So all right. So we got two things here before we do some sports. I wonder what I want to do. You know what? The question's kind of connected to this, in that it happened at the same time. So we'll do the question, I'll do the random movie review, then we'll do the sports stuff, then we'll go. Sound good? All right, hold on. Soundtrap's telling me to stop again. Hold on 1 second. I'm not going to lie, I kind of like this. I don't know how it sounds, but I kind of like stopping and starting. Like I said, editing a 15-minute chunk of the show is much easier than editing 45 at a time. So maybe this will work out, maybe it won't, maybe this will all be terrible. and I'll have to do this again on Thursday. But as of right now, I think we're okay. So we had a question for this week. We only got one answer, but it is a good one, so I want to talk about it. So what is the best conversation you've overheard? And this came up because I was, cutting the grass. And when I'm done cutting the grass, what I do is I bring the weed whacker and the broom and all that stuff around to the back of the house and go in through the back to take off my shoes and whatnot, so I don't track all that grass and stuff through the house, because I don't want to do that. And then Jill doesn't like it, obviously. So I go around to the back, and I overhear a guy on the phone. He's walking down the street, across the street, going the other way. And I overhear him on the phone. I had a good laugh about it, so I wanted to share it. And then I thought about, let me hear some from you. I'm like, not like my brain is kind of wandering, whatever. I'm just like, all right, I just got to go put the stuff away, then take a shower, and then, make lunch or whatever. So I hear this guy on the phone. I only hear one. Rarely are people ever on the phone, not on speaker anymore, which is incredibly rude, which I've talked about, I think. But my thoughts on me hearing things that other people are listening to. So this guy's on the phone, and I just hear this. Yeah, she's ugly as hell, but they have sex almost every day, so he'll probably marry her. Yeah, hold on. Oh, she just sent me a picture of her with the ring, and now he's calling, so I gotta act excited. Later. And also a good excuse to use my phone effect on that, which I'm really looking forward to hearing. And I just, all right, first of all, congratulations to the best wishes of the happy couple, both on getting engaged and having and having all the sex. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I love it. But who among us hasn't thought that about someone that they know? Like, those people aren't compatible. Like, they're gross looking, whatever, right? Who among us has not been superficial like that with somebody you know, and then you find out, they're getting married or whatever, and so then you have to act excited when they call. How many of you, be honest with me, how many of you did that with me? Let me know. I want to know right now. It can be anonymous if you'd like. You can send it as a text or through the website, themeltingpat.com, 209-867-7638. Let me know if you thought this when Jill and I got engaged. Like, wow, these people they're not, this isn't going to work at all. Or whatever you thought, like, wow, they're ugly or something. Let me know. This could be funny. I want to read your answers, all right? But yeah, who among us hasn't, right? Right? This is what the show would be if I did it when I was 19. Although, I guess some things don't change because I'm 34 and I'm telling you this story. So we got one, our boy Zach from Two Fat Dudes and the Comics That We Love. Thank you, sir. Go check out both of those podcasts. Links to those will be in the show notes. He says, in college, I overheard two girls walking down a hallway. One said, I don't see why she's making such a big deal about it. I only slept with her dad once. And I got to tell you, Zach, that is exactly what I was hoping for. Like, dumb stories like that where, like, there's no way that people are going to say that out loud with other people around. And then you're walking around like, yeah, they do. They would. Only slept with her dad once. Well, I mean, all right, maybe I shouldn't say what I was planning to say there, but I don't know. It depends. Like, if someone, I really shouldn't do this at all. But I might. If you were going to sleep with my dad, I would know. Let's see, how close of friends were they? Now I have questions. And Zach, I don't know if you know these two people or if you even listen to the show, but how close of friends do you think they were? Not the people walking and talking, not those people. The girl who said it to the girl whose dad she slept with. Like, how close is that? Like, maybe not now, but like, how close was that relationship at the time when this girl decided, hey, I'm going to sleep with your dad? Or the dad decided, hey, I'm going to bang your friend, right? Whatever and let's toss out, like, let's just, for the sake of argument, let's assume they're both adults. Okay? Let's just leave it there. We're not getting creepy about this. I don't want to get weird about it because I'm trying to keep it funny, right? So what do you think that friendship was like before this? Because obviously now it's gone, right? These people aren't friends. If you slept with my dad, could we still be friends? My dad? I probably shouldn't say. But if let's say if I'm a lady and one of my dearest friends slept. Although, then this brings up another question, though. Was her dad still married to her mom? Like, was the dad in a relationship, or was this girl, her friend, the other woman to the girl's mom? Like, because that, obviously, then friendship is done. Like, you can't break up my parents' marriage and still be friends with me. But, like, what if I didn't think I was going to get too deep into this, but here we are.
That's what she said. Woo!
That's what he said? Damn it. Oh, man. That's bad. We played Bender anyway, right? Yeah. That's bad. I'm going down all kinds of roads here. This episode's going to be explicit, I think. We're going to mark it with an E on this. Yeah, I don't Okay, so let's say, if they were close friends, like say they went to school together for years, they were buddies, okay? And let's say dad's not married. And the dad's single, whatever, he can do what he wants, he's an adult. Let's assume for this scenario, this woman is an adult as well. So how do you, obviously the girl whose dad it was is not happy given what this woman said to her friend, right? So this friendship obviously is done. But let's think about this. Like if my dad's single and one of my friends wants to sleep with him, am I really right to be super mad about it? Like, what am I going to do? Stop them? What am I going to, I shouldn't say that, but what am I, like, am I going to figure out how to stop this or what? And it only happened once. It's a good point. Only once. They're not friends though now, right? They can't be. Zach, if you know any of these people involved in this story, I need a follow up. If you don't, that's fine too. But if you do, I need a follow up because, like, my brain just has so many questions now that you told me this, and I thank you for telling me. And I really hope that you can get a laugh out of where my brain went with this story. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, funny conversations you've overheard. I've overheard plenty of gross ones on the bus and the train that I shouldn't repeat on here, although I did just talk about sex with dad, so maybe they're not off limits, as I once thought they were. None that I can recall now, but it's a lot of, I don't know. No, we're not going to try to figure any out right now, but thank you, Zach, for that. And yeah, hey, best wishes to the happy couple, newly engaged couple who have a lot of sex. I hope that continues, and I hope you're happy, all right? And I hope the guy, if he's invited to the wedding, can keep it to himself how ugly he thinks she is. Just enjoy yourself. Hopefully it's an open bar, and just go have fun, all right? And don't tell your friend his wife's ugly. For the love of God. I know I shouldn't have to say that out loud. And I don't know if this guy's going to hear the show. But anyway, don't do that. That's a horrible idea. There are some things that you should keep to yourself. And if you think your friends' significant others are not attractive, that you keep that inside. Share it with me, and I'll share it on the show for a cheap laugh. All right? Share it on Reddit in a throwaway account. That sound good? No? Reddit's messy, by the way. Don't go there. I just started posting on there not too long ago, scrolling through, and it's a mess a little bit. So there you go. Maybe the story will end up on there. I don't know. Anyway, before we do sports, let's do random movie review. I've thought about doing this for the website, just like writing a bunch of random movie reviews, like movies that everyone else has probably seen, but I haven't. And I still might. I don't know. A lot of DVDs. Patreon bonus, by the way. Jill complained about DVDs, how many we have, and why wrestling DVDs get made in such high quantities. So check that out. Subscribe to the Patreon and check that out. But I saw this movie. So this movie came out in 2008? So I was in college. The movie's called 21. And I was in college and wanted to see it, just never did. Whatever happened, I don't know, just never went to see it. Maybe Jill didn't want to go, so we saw something else, and then I just lost track of it, as I do. And so I'm like, oh man, I should watch this movie. And I get the Netflix emails, thank you, Adam, that say, hey, here's what's coming and going from Netflix. And I said, oh, I got to watch this movie. And then like the last week of July, I got really busy because it's leaving July 31st. And I was like, oh, I got to watch it before then, which was a Sunday, by the way. Or maybe no. Yeah, that was Sunday. So I'm like, oh, I got to watch it. And then I got busy at work, so I couldn't have it on. And so Sunday morning, like I said, weekends are, well, actually, the patrons heard that, but weekends are Arthur and Dad time. And so usually he'll nap. He wakes up whenever, and then he naps. And so I have an hour or so to do what to watch stuff if I want. So I'm like, okay, I have a window to watch this movie. So I put it on. I had to watch it in pieces because, I have a kid. And because he doesn't always sleep through the whole thing. And then the groceries came and then just a whole bunch of things. So I eventually did get to see it all in 2 parts. And I enjoyed it. I really did. I learned it was based on a book called, I don't forget what the book's called. But then I learned that the book, a lot of what's in the book is fiction. So whoever wrote the book. So it was basically a group of MIT kids. They play blackjack, 21, and they count cards to scam Vegas and win a lot of money. So that's basically the story here. And a lot of what's in the book, the people who were there, whoever wrote it, a lot of it's made up. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm not going to read the book. I saw the movie. It's fine. I will say it was weird to see Kevin Spacey at this point playing a professor. I know this happened before we knew any of that, but it was still kind of like, ugh. But I liked the movie. I enjoyed it a lot. And I'm glad I got to see it finally. So yeah, a group of MIT kids, they count cards to scam Vegas. The professor, Kevin Spacey, he did this years ago, and now he runs like the card counting club, I guess, at the school that no one knows about. Lawrence Fishburne is in it. He's a great foil for the group. So this kid, he gets recruited, and he's like, no, I don't know if I could do it. But basically, he's trying to get some money. So we start the movie. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's this kid telling a Harvard med school admissions person, like, oh, you want a crazy story? You want me to dazzle you? So the whole movie is this kid telling the story of how he went through all of this. And so at first he's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know. We'll see. So he eventually, he gets coaxed into it by a pretty girl. Don't we all do that, right? And this kid then, like, he's the nerdy MIT guy in Boston, and then in Vegas, he's Mr. Party guy, having all the fun, making all the money, bottle service, dancing girls, all that stuff. And basically, it's, so many basicslies today. I'm so sorry. A sheltered kid gets out of his comfort zone. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? And a lot of things went wrong. Then things went right. And then, Lawrence Fishburne. I'm not going to spoil it, even though it came out in 2008. In case you want to watch it, where can we watch it, by the way? Should we look that up? Yeah, let's look this up here. Can we? This is a bad idea. I'm hoping this doesn't mess up the recording. Let me see. Where can I watch it? No, that's not what I wanted. It's on Tubi, which is for free. It's on Tubi and Hulu and Vudu. Vudu you got to pay for. Hold on. Is this on Hulu? Did I? Oh, really? Like I scrambled. I knew this was going to happen. I scrambled to watch this because it was leaving Netflix. And then I'm like, oh, it's going to be on Hulu in like 4 days. And as of today, August 10th, it's on Hulu. So if you want to go check it out, it's also on Tubi, which is free if you don't have Hulu. So I recommend it. I enjoyed it. And, counting cards, making money. What could go wrong, right? Josh Gad is in it too. He's great. So there you go. Happy I got to see it. I might put it on a little bit later on. Not today, like somewhere down the road, I might put it on again just to watch it all at once. How's that? All right. So let me know if you watched it, if you have seen it, what'd you think of it? Or what's a random movie you've enjoyed recently? Like something you just put on, like you scroll through Netflix or Hulu or wherever and say, oh, this would be good. Let me put this on. Or, oh, I've wanted to see this for a while. Let me know. How have you, what was it? Did you like it? And would you recommend it? All right. So let me know. Ever write to Melting Pat. Okay. All right. So, hold on. Soundtrap is saying we got to stop. Give me 1 second. I know this is weird for the show, like to do all these stops and starts, but for me, editing wise, this is great. And I love it. We're going to have to splice these together somehow. It might sound a little messy, but I think it'll be fine. So if you don't like sports, this is your cue to get on out of here. I thank you for being here. Again, patrons, sorry, no video, but my camera's not working. So look, it's even a miracle the microphone's working. All right. So there we go. Again, you don't like sports. Thanks for coming. I'll talk to you next time. We'll do something else. I don't know. But for the rest of us, 2 quick stories, then we'll get out of here. I mentioned a few weeks ago, Kevin Durant he requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. And I guess because, things aren't going his way, he wants to leave. That's what happens. That's why he went to Golden State. And, let me just put this out there first before I insult him. Chasing rings, I have no problem with it. You want to win. You're a competitor. you've won. You just want to win more championships, and that's fine. I have no problem with that idea. That's great, but you don't have to be a jerk about it. But he has given the Nets an ultimatum. He says either you trade me or you fire Steve Nash, the coach, and Sean Marks, the GM. By the way, the owner came out and said, nope, we're confident in Steve Nash and Sean Marks. And hey, wait a minute, pal. I own this team, not you. He didn't say that, but the tone of it is that's what it sounded like to me. So, I mean, I told you I'd give you an update, and I don't know what else. Like, there have been a whole bunch of pieces about it by now. I've read one of them. I mean, it says that the conversation was purely professional and whatnot, and sure, fine, if you believe that, whatever. What a baby. Like, what a whiny little that just bothered. Like, I listened to Kevin Durant a couple years ago on Bill Simmons, and I was like, oh, okay, like, understandably, he's getting a lot of flack for what he did. He went from Oklahoma City to Golden State, just chasing rings, fine, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I understood that part. But then he went on again, and he just, like, whined that people were being mean to him on Twitter, and people were mad at him because he just jumped to a super team to win a ring. And then he went on again, and he just kept complaining. And now here he is again, complaining about, oh, well, you got to get James Harden. All right, we got him. Now what? Oh, we didn't win, so we traded James Harden. He wanted to go. Okay, fine. You got Ben Simmons, hasn't played yet, had back surgery. Apparently he's ready. He'll be ready to start when the season gets underway. Oh, we got Kyrie Irving. All right, great. Didn't win a championship. All right, not going my way. I want to leave. Wait, what? You want to be traded because things aren't going your way. Okay. And then you come out and say, hey, I want to be traded. So either you trade me or you fire the GM and the coach. So what's the issue, really? You don't like the coach? You don't like what his philosophy? You don't like the GM who has, made these moves for you? I don't know. I don't understand. And I've mentioned before I'm a casual NBA fan at best, so maybe there's some stuff here that I'm missing, but it bothers me. Like, what are you doing? Why are you being such a baby about it? Just go out there, play ball, do your best you can to win. If you don't win, guess what? Not everybody wins all the time. How about that? All right? Oh, geez. So I'll update you if they do trade him, or if whatever happens, I'll let you know. Season starts when? October, usually? Yeah, we'll be in football by then. And baseball playoffs. Big time. And hockey will be back. Oh, my gosh. Big time October for sports. Good stuff. We can't end on that, though. I mean, it's as funny as it is for me to end on calling Kevin Durant a baby. We can't end on that. Let's go more positive. Well, a bummer if you're a tennis fan. But positive in that, I want to talk about how great Serena Williams is. She has decided she is going to, what did she say, evolve past tennis or something like that? Basically, she's retiring. She's retiring, and the reason I bring it up, I know I'm not a big tennis fan. I don't talk about tennis that much on the show, but the reason I bring this up for you today, first of all, to end on a more positive note than Kevin Durant's a baby, and second of all, to just remind you that Serena Williams is fantastic. She's a tremendous athlete, and I don't know why she isn't, but at this point, maybe she is, and I'm not reading the right lists, but she needs to be mentioned in every time you talk about a great athlete, like, oh, this dominant athlete, this person, that person, Jordan, whoever, right? Anytime you talk about great athletes, Serena Williams has to be in there. Far and away, one of the best athletes we've ever seen, and I love it. I saw Jill mention this to me the other day. There was some, I don't know, like a Facebook thing or whatever. Like, hey, how many of you think that you could score a point on Serena Williams? And a lot of guys are like, yeah, I could do it. Like, bro, no, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. You are vastly, first of all, overestimating yourself and underestimating how dominant, how great Serena Williams is at tennis. Like, this is, I think it was on TMZ a couple years ago. Sorry if I mentioned this before, but she was like out walking her dogs, and she walked past a public court, and guys were playing, like, oh, Serena Williams, hey, you want to play? And she's like, well, I don't have any of my stuff. And they're like, oh, you can use our stuff, whatever. So she went in, and she just like dominated these two guys who were, I don't know if they were like good tennis players, but like they had all their stuff and were like ready. And she was like walking her dogs and went in and just like, boop, done, bye, see you guys. Yeah, I'll take a picture, bye, see ya. I don't know if she was a jerk about it. I don't think she was, but Serena Williams retiring from tennis, evolving past tennis to do, she is a mom, right? She's a new mom, I think. So there you go. Maybe should I have her on the show? Should I have Serena Williams on the show? I don't know anything about tennis, but I could learn, right? I could figure it out. Serena Williams, if you're listening, first of all, congratulations on a great career. Good luck in retirement and whatever else you got going on. And if you got 20 minutes or so on a random Tuesday afternoon, come join me on the show. Sound good? Great. All right. We're good. We're good. Oh, boy. We're going to get out of here. Yes, we are still recording, right? Yeah, all right. I hope it's working. I hope you're doing well. That's all. My thanks to Perenna for the tune. Their latest record, Muses, is out now. Their song we played. What did we play? Here Comes the Weather. PerennaOfficial.com for more from them. Thank you to Zach for weighing in on your funny overheard conversation. I appreciate that. All right, we're good. We are good. TheMeltingPat.com for all of my stuff. It's all there. Newsletter comes out in a couple weeks. Let me know if you want to get in on that. There's a network tab at themeltingpat.com as well for all the shows that are going on around here. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/themeltingpat. When my camera works, you'll get a video. If not, you'll get it uncut and a couple days early. Either way. All right, so do all that. 209-867-7638 with your questions, comments, concerns, observations, and, of course, corrections. There we go. G-Love and Special Sauce with cold beverage. They're going to play us out as they always do. Philadelphonic.com for more from them. And that is all for today. This has been an 8-Boiler production. Until next time, my friends, have fun. Be safe. Thank a veteran. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Get vaccinated and boosted when you can. And, of course, don't do anything I wouldn't do. We're all good to go. Thank you so much for listening. You've been inside the Melting Pat. Yeah, just don't be stupid, all right? Still don't know how to end this because I'm not doing Next Level Network anymore. Should I just start doing it again? Let's try it again. You've been inside the Melting Pat on the Next Level Network. That sounds much better. Go crap open a cold one.